All right, everyone, and welcome back to That Variety Nerd. I'm Christina, and today we are jumping back into some more Sims 4 eco lifestyle renovation content here on the channel. So we are in the old mill house, just trying to get things together. As you can see, we got the before shots, and we'll include these as screenshots as well. I don't have the after shots, but you'll see throughout the video that we changed this place quite a bit. So before we go into the video even more so, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button, please leave a like, comment, and also subscribe to the channel. Any and all support helps, and all the social media links are down in the description down below. I also now have a link tree, which is basically like a one-stop shop for anything that you want to find for me. So like, networking, social media, YouTube, Twitch, whatever. So I'll include that as like, it's basically a master list link for anything that you would need to find of me. So there is that. Well, pretty much almost everything. Like we got to keep some things just, pretty chill. But either way around, here we go. So we've got ourselves this interesting mill house that quite frankly confused the loving crap out of me. I'll just put it bluntly like that. So I got in here and I was so confused by the layout. So we keep the living room area kind of similar but also different at the same time. So we change cabinet colors, all that kind of good stuff. So we keep some things the same, but we change up the layout, especially quite a bit, to say the least. So either way around, as always, get comfy and cozy, get your choice of beverage, get your snacks. We're gonna unpack this wonderful, humble abode. So you'll see in the screenshots a little bit that we keep some things different and we kind of just expand on everything a little bit more. And like this was honestly hard to kind of put together. I'm not gonna lie about that. It was definitely hard. That is definitely something that I will admit right now. It was hard to get this one together. Like just because of the fact that like if you can tell here we have all these different like cabinets that just don't work. And then I was like, well, having the exposed wood would be a better idea, right? Right. So that's what we kind of go with here. We change up like the little things here and there, like for example, we add some extra like seating over here, so that way it's just very quaint and cozy, that sort of thing. That way you can kind of just hang out and just, relax a little bit if you just want like a breakfast bar sort of situation. Then that's what we can, work with here. So that's what I did right there. I put a little seat on the end. And then we have the dining area. So again, lots of structure on the bottom level is kind of similar, but also very different at the same time. You'll kind of see that in just a moment or so, or just a bit of moment, or just a moment or two. Oh my goodness. But I hope everyone's enjoying their Sunday and kind of relaxing and vegging, that sort of thing. I recorded this last week or last weekend actually, but I never got around to doing the voiceovers. So you're going to have this video come out today and then we'll probably have another, actually no, not Sunday, my bad. This should be out on Monday. Yeah, Monday. So I got two more renovations that I need to do voiceovers for. They've been in the can as in like in my computer for a little while, but they just, they haven't really been there. Like it hasn't been put together. So we'll have a video out, which should be this one on Monday, and then we'll have another renovation on Wednesday and another one on Friday. So there you go. That's kind of our, structure for this week. This was actually pretty challenging just to try to sort out the layout. I didn't change the exterior so much. Like, I think we put in some new windows, but like we kept a lot of the exterior the same because again, like historic preservation, like that sort of idea, right? So that's what we go with here. Just sort of preserving as much of the space as much as possible from its original roots, that sort of thing. Also, if you're wondering, we are not going to renovate the crane lot just because that lot is just too cool to touch. Like, that's just how I see it. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. I think I took like a potty break or something, which sounds about on brand and on point to be completely honest, but we keep a lot of these wood tones just in general, just very chill, very sparse. We added TV, so it's like very much like, the structure is very much the same on this level. But we changed things up quite a bit coming up, and you'll see what happens. Basically, they had like two separate entrances for each of the living bedroom kind of spaces. It was really bizarre. Like it was a loft, but also not a loft. It made like zero to no sense to me. So what I end up doing is that I ended up in this particular one, or in this particular lot, I end up closing things off a little bit. We have a bedroom, I think, on each floor, something like that. I don't remember offhand, but what I do remember is that this was a pain to lay out, so to speak. So as you can see here, we're closing things off right where the beam is at. That way there's still a little bit of room, that sort of thing. So that's kind of what we went there. I know it's like tight, close quarters there, but I felt like it was just something that we needed to do. So that way it could be like a little bit more closed in, and that way there's like separate like rooms just in general. So that was kind of what I was thinking right here. Of course, we got to add in those lights to kind of see what we're doing, that sort of thing. So we move. This just whole chunk was just weird to put together. I'm not even joking. Like, it was just hard to put together, I think, because of the fact that it was like, oh, okay, well, oh God, okay, let's try to figure this out here. Like, you know what I mean? It was one of those things where it was just like, oh God, what are we gonna do? What are we going to do? So the bathrooms are pretty much very similar in general as well, but there's more of a focus on just like getting the bedrooms in their own little sections. You know what I mean? Because it's like with the bedrooms, like you can at least move things around and stuff like that. But I wanted to keep the bathrooms very much the same. So in the bottom level, we also convert that weird closet space into a half bathroom where it's like a tub and a, or not a tub, a toilet and a sink. You can, if you have laundry day stuff, that'd be a good place to have like, your laundry stuff. But I wanted to keep the bedrooms very simple, just, your basics, that sort of thing. But yeah, we also replaced the doors for obvious reasons and just, it's a good space. I think we have a good use of space here just in general. Lots of usable space across the board, I would say. We also keep that upstairs area where there's like the craftables and stuff like that. So like the fizzy juices or whatever it is, the fizzy drinks. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, okay. Anyway, around. But yeah, we include like a workout thing. So it's like there's stuff to do in each room, just in general. But I wanted to keep it just, as uniform as possible, especially with the bathrooms. Like, bathrooms are not the most exciting things to put together, like, that I will say. But this space in particular was hard to kind of figure out what to do with this one. So I made like two smaller rooms, I think. Yeah, I made two smaller rooms. One's a toddler room, the other one's a regular room. And then we have this bathroom up here, too. So, yeah, we have. I would probably go with like a master bedroom, like on the first level, and then you have two bedrooms on top. So, again, I want to keep everything as uniform as possible with the bathrooms and just in general. So, yeah, again, if you have laundry day stuff, you can easily fit in a, washer dryer type of situation there. So, that's kind of what I was going for this particular lot, just keeping some things as uniform as possible. And also just like, keeping it to where like, I didn't want to completely gut it. Like, I wanted to give like fresh paint and some, I wanted to focus more on the wood tone aesthetic because that's what I felt like was going, or that's where I felt like it was going, I should say. But we try to use again as many of the objects as possible. That's just sort of how I roll here. So, yeah, we have two bedrooms upstairs, and then there's like a ladder that goes to like the crafting room, I think. But yeah, there's one room that's like inside fully for like, a toddler bed. So as you can see here, we're changing up, the bedrooms, bathrooms, three beds, three baths. There's a door right there, so that way, the bedroom can kind of, lead to a stairwell or, the stairway area, that sort of thing. So kind of think of it maybe like, some just adults in general just trying to do their thing. Just, hey, like maybe a teenager has their own space, or maybe they have like, a roommate or something like that. That little space would be ideal for said roommate, to kind of just get on their feet and whatnot. And also just to have a space that's kind of their own. I don't know how else to word it other than that, but here we go. But one thing that just continues to bother me about The Sims is how the wood tones, like, they're getting better with this slowly but surely, but, like, the wood tones don't match. They just don't match. They really don't. It bothers me. It really bothers me. I know that sounds very much like something really stupid to complain about because, like, Christina, we were getting all these neutral swatches. Neutral swatches are great, but I like my wood tones sometimes. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But let me know what you all think. What if you could change one thing in build mode, what would it be? Or, like, what is something that you would like to see in The Sims in build mode? So, yeah, right here we're just furnishing the toddler space. Again, this is kind of assuming that you have, like, maybe a teenager or, college age kid, whatever. Like young adults, regular adults, and also, of course, the toddler. But of course, you can kind of be, pretty lenient as to, where the spaces are going. So these are the before shots, and I want to give you an idea as to, what we closed off and where. So on that happy note, thank you all so much for tuning in. We're getting some more renovation goodness when The Sims 4 eco lifestyle, slowly but surely. But I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Please stay healthy and safe. Like, we're still in the middle of this whole situation going on right now. So, on that happy note, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all later in the week with some more Sims for eco lifestyle goodness. Bye, everyone!